So we look at this question. What's the sum of the first 983 odd numbers? Now, before we jump in, let's make sure we understand the question. The odd numbers, of course, are 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. But what we're trying to do here is not find 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 until we get to 983. It's not that. Why not? Well, if I asked you to find the sum of the first 5 odd numbers, 1 plus 3 plus 5, you wouldn't stop there. That's only 3 odd numbers. You'd keep going to 7 or 9 and 9. So when we talk about the sum of the first 983 odd numbers, we don't mean stop at 983. We mean keep going until we've added 983 odd numbers together. Okay, so that's the task. If you start adding odd numbers until you've added 983 of them together, what will the total be? Well, to do this, we're going to start with smaller versions of the problem and see a pattern. If we add the first 2 odd numbers, 1 plus 3, we get 4. If we add the first 3 odd numbers, we get 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. If we add the first 4 odd numbers, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals 16. If we add the first 5 odd numbers, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 equals 25. So let's make a table and keep track of how many numbers added, so number of odds, and the total. And we'll actually start with 1. If you start with just 1, you're not actually doing any addition, but it adds up to 1. 2 odd numbers, 1 plus 3 was 4. 3 odd numbers, we got 9. 4 odd numbers, we got 16. 5 odd numbers, we got 25. So we stare at the table and we see a pattern. 4 is 2 times 2. 9 is 3 times 3. 16 is 4 times 4. 25 is 5 times 5. And remember, of course, when we multiply a number by itself, that's called squaring it. So 5 squared, 4 squared, 3 squared, 2 squared. So we see a pattern. You take the number of odds that you're adding together and square it, and that's the total. Now, we can finally answer the original question. Answer 983 squared, or 983 times 983. And if we need an exact number, we pull out our calculators and calculate it. But now we've done the hard part. So the original question is pretty challenging, but if we start small and look for a pattern, we can do the whole thing in about 3.5 minutes.